everyone, I hope you're all well. Just a little update to let you know that Hobby is extremely well and happy. He went to Elan Lodge, was his first event back since his little holiday, and that was a lovely first run. He did a sweet test, scored 33 and was very good. He was still a little bit babyish in his test. I think after having a bit of time off, he was always takes him a little longer to get back in the swing of things, with him being a little bit younger, but didn't make any mistakes, was just a little bit wobbly, but he was very happy. And then lovely show jumping. He did have a fence. It was more my fault really. I rode a little bit quiet to an upright, and he jumped it body wise very scoopily, but just left a little toe down and touched it, and so he ended up having one fault show jumping, but he jumped very well. And then he super cross country, but we accumulated a few more time penalties than planned. I was only running him slowly as the ground was rubbish, but there's a roll top, and then it was one stride down, a step into the water, and he jumped the roll top. It left a bit of a leg and a bit tripped on landing, and I flew forward onto his neck, and then so I was a bit forward on his neck, and then he jumped down the step, and then I nearly fell off. I was right on his neck, and he was such a sweetheart. He just kept straight. He could have, if he'd zoomed off or like turned one way or the other, I would have been off, but he just steadied up and sort of lifted his head up. So I got back in the saddle and I had to do a bit of a circle, because by this stage we were a bit miles away, and then came back into the water, jumped out and carried on. So we didn't accumulate any penalties because it wasn't anywhere near, it wasn't within a combination. Luckily they were separately numbered, but that's why we had a few more time penalties than planned. But he was fantastic around the rest of the course, really straight, really bold over the ditch fences, straight over the skinny fences, and just felt really confident. So it was a nice first run back, and then we went to Ask the following weekend, where he did a lovely test. It was quite tricky, the terrain. It was on a bit of a slope, the warm-up and where you do your tests, so it was quite hard for the younger horses, having to not only perform all their movements but on a bit of a camber. It made it quite tricky, but he was a very good boy. He scored 33, I think 33 or 34, and that put him, he was right up there. He was in about 4th place. Went on to do a super show jumping, which moved him up to 3rd. Really good clear round, and then was fantastic cross country. Was really bold, really straight, and it'd be more like an intermediate course there at Ask. It had a big set of railed corners, some really angled fences, a fence jump into the water, then a jump in the water. And he was super. He popped around really bold and straight, and it was a good sort of, a little bit more than a novice run, but not quite a big intermediate run. So it was a great sort of next step up. And he finished 3rd, which was fantastic. So he's had a bit. Then I didn't compete last weekend. I normally would compete them 2 weekends in a row and then give them a weekend off. So that's what happened there, and then he heads to Aston Le Walls this Friday, where he's also in the Open Novice there. So that's his next run. I will keep you all posted, and if anyone is at Aston, do come and say hello. Be lovely to meet whoever is there, and don't be shy. But I'll keep you fully posted, and fingers crossed we have a good run. Okay, bye.